between the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Mayfield now. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
I know any coach would take 2nd and 3 all day. You think you're in pretty good shape. Instead, after 2 runs, though, they're at 4th and 1. Didn't pick it up.
Back-to-back 1-yard gains. This defense, the challenge was accepted. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack, and he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Regular. Corner right. King.
Mayfield. Tolbert hauls in the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll try to run this one in. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that, because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Pickett. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Chiefs at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Pickett now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Pickett right back to the air again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be marked out right at the 20-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 13 yards remaining on second down. Now Mayfield. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now to try the field goal, and here's Daniel Carlson. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. That's complete right around the 8. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. Room here to run. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second.
And now it's blocked. The Lions pick it up. taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection led to the block.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Hey, hold on, hold on. Real.
On third down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. First down, Mayfield. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Uzomah. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the Kirk formula's not working. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down when his way worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now Pickett. And his throw here's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Mayfield to throw it. It's caught. Tolbert. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Mayfield to throw.
Eluding the pressure right.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked by Julian Love. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like the game believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. Here's Baker.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mayfield.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Mayfield.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
He was brought down by John Johnson.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially